Let's move on to the conflict in Ukraine now, where firefighters are battling to put out a fire at the port in Odessa after it was targeted by Russian forces. Kiev claims that Moscow's forces have intensified their long-distance strikes on targets which are far from the front line in the east of Ukraine, saying that those strikes have killed a large number of civilians. Russia, meanwhile, maintains that it is only attacking military targets. Meanwhile, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has suspended 28 more officials. That's a day after dismissing more than 60 security officials over accusations of treason.
There is another important news regarding the Ukrainian Security Service. Inspection of the service personnel is underway. The dismissal of 28 officials is being decided. The levels and departments are various, but the reasons are similar: unsatisfactory work results.
Now, even before Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine, the West had been providing intelligence outputs to the government in Kiev, and US Secretary of State Antony Blinken says American intelligence was key in building support for Ukraine.
The fact that we were able to bring to our allies and partners the extraordinary information that you were able to find, to do it in real time, and to lay out for them, and ultimately to lay out for the world, including at the United Nations, in the immediate lead up to the aggression. Exactly what we saw the Russians as preparing to do, and then do, was extraordinary. Months of intelligence collection, reporting, analysis. You had confidence long before it happened that President Putin planned to launch this second military assault on Ukraine, and the fact that we were able, and you were able, to get to a place where we could downgrade and declassify an unprecedented amount of intelligence made all the difference in building that coalition so that we were ready to go on day one, and we had the world with us.
Meanwhile, foreign ministers from the European Union also held talks on Monday. They were focused on imposing further sanctions against Russia and providing more support to Ukraine.
Ukraine needs more arms. We will provide them. The war will continue. We will continue supporting. And that's why I have proposed the next tranche of the European Peace Facility, allocating 500 million more. The European societies and the European Union member states governments have to continue standing behind the decision they have taken. They took the decisions on restrictive measures on the Russian economy, and they have to stick to it. And they have to keep putting pressure on the economics of Russia, knowing that it's not going to be a miracle solution.
Russian President Vladimir Putin, meanwhile, who's currently in Iran on a rare trip abroad, says the Kremlin's goal is to improve the financial situation in his country despite Western sanctions.
One of our key national goals, which we discuss all the time, concerns efforts to improve the material situation of Russian citizens and to raise their incomes, especially for those who lead a modest life, to put it mildly. In other words, our main goal is poverty alleviation. In 2017, people facing this situation accounted for 12.9% of Russian people. In late 2021, their share decreased to 11%. Of course, we have made some headway here. However, the pace and speed is obviously not enough. Even during this year's high inflation, which thank God is gradually subsiding, I set the task of reducing the level of poverty and inequality, a no less important matter.